What's up, everyone? Brad looks like he's. I don't. There's a few things I could say there.
Free candy? Oh, free candy. I took Superman's underwear off.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
No, I'm.
Oh, hey, let me see that.
Listen, before we start, does anybody? I gotta click the comments so I can read them. Does anybody at home have a good way to get rid of super glue on fabric? So I can get it to focus. See that side there
No,
by the symbol?
I don't.
Right.
Sucker, can you just like make him the whole thing?
Oh yeah.
See it?
That's not...
No, hold on. Not me.
It wants to focus on me. I'm not the center of attention, camera, all the time. You see it?
Sorry.
Super glue.
Sorry, buddy. It's not coming through.
What is it from the cape or the logo?
How did I get friggin' glue on it? I don't even friggin' remember. Oh, I might have got it on there when I was gluing the belt back together.
Oh.
So yeah, because no, I drilled how the cape is attached is I drilled holes in the body and then shoved the cape into his body and then put the suit over top of it. Yeah, but I gotta get this friggin' glue off. And I used acetone, like a lot of it. It didn't work. So I don't know. Yeah. Any suggestions, guys? That would be friggin' awesome. Hello, everybody.
We'll see what people say, dude. We'll see. Oh, we got some good people in the chat. We got Claudia, we got Josh, Al, the meme team. What else we got over here?
I have not finished. I have not even started Creature Commandos yet.
Me neither.
I started watching the Christopher Reeve documentary, but I only got like 20 minutes in, and then I had to go to bed.
Yeah, my mom told me to go to bed too.
That's the way it sounded, Rob. I had to go to bed.
It was bedtime.
It was.
I want to go to bed. I want to go to bed.
I was talking to Toy Shoes the other day about it. So I love Creature Commandos.
Yeah.
I have one episode left, but it's like such a weird introduction to the DCU. Like, it's great. I really love it. But man, like, you definitely can't show your kids the show. You know?
It is strange, isn't it? It's like they didn't start with something like Superman or Batman. They're like, let's start with this like obscure ass property that you got to go real deep in your fandom to really know who the frig they are.
But dude, it's not even that. It's just a R-rated, like, bloody. Like, again, it's for our age group, Yeah. But it's a choice. It was great though,
I still haven't started it yet. I still haven't finished Penguin yet. I'm a fiend.
Yeah.
Penguin was fantastic.
What other shows are eating up your time, Brad?
I played Indiana Jones, the new Indiana Jones game. That was awesome, but it glitches it crashes like hell. Like, I play it on Xbox Series X, and some people's they play it no problem. Other people, it crashes the whole system like every couple minutes sometimes. And I watched Alien. What's that new one?
Romulus.
That was good.
Yeah, that's great, huh?
Yeah, and fun fact, it's the first movie in like years and years and years to be like from a big studio to have an official release on VHS.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, and I'm like, I want to get that on VHS because that's the best way to watch old horror movies, right? I don't want to see like old school horror movies in high definition. New ones, yeah, but
that would be a
VHS.
That would be a vibe, watching an old horror movie on VHS, right?
Yeah, but you can watch this one on VHS, and it feels like the old ones.
But wouldn't you have to get like an old TV though to really get the experience? Like, if you watch it on like a 4K TV, would it still?
Yeah, no. Well, it wouldn't be 4K, right? Like things that are filmed in like Panavision, they're filmed in something greater than 4K. Like there's even more resolution. But the problem is, once you put something that is standard definition on a giant 4K TV, it actually brings out all of the blemishes.
Right? That's the thing. Right? I almost want to watch on a smaller, like 13 or 27-inch, like old school TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't get rid of my tube TV.
I know. I wish I had my old TV. But guys, thanks for joining me. Thanks for joining us, guys. Happy New Year. 2025, here we are. I think the last show we did was 3-4 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
while ago.
A lot
Not-
of stuff's happened at the time.
I guess a lot of real world
Yeah.
has happened.
The world's been like going through all kinds of weird crap. You know, someone must have like annexed my country and buy Greenland. Cali's on fire.
Yep, we are on fire. There's ash. My car is covered in ash right now, actually. Darth, I got my hat from the DC shop. The official DC shop was on sale for $14. It also has Rob's birth year on it, 1978. So that was half the sale for me, just to be able to walk around with Rob's birth year.
He's like, I can take Rob with me wherever
wherever I go.
Even
Speaking of Rob, we haven't had the Handsome Rob segment in a while, dude. Rob, what's been going on with you, buddy?
Handsome Rob.
Been busy. Been really busy. My surgery went well, so I'm still like recovering a little bit.
Had
you
surgery?
You don't just throw things out there, man. You know what I mean? We could have taken that anyway.
Yeah.
What kind of surgery for the audience?
I had a hernia surgery. I had 4 hernias.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah, 4.
Jeez.
Hernias suck, people.
Yeah.
If you haven't had one, what Rob went through. I had one hernia fixed, and they cut me open almost on the wrong side. I corrected that, and they cut me open, and they put a mesh in me so that I wouldn't burst open again, and things wouldn't go warp and pop out again. So you had what, 4?
4? Well, 3 of like the normal, and then 1 umbilical, which they said I had since birth. So I have 2 mesh. I have 1 large mesh on the left side,
cord,
and then 1 on the right side, and then I don't know what they do to fix the umbilical, but I got a new belly button out of it. So
hey, look at you, buddy.
I knew a guy that didn't have a belly button. For real.
Easy.
In high school. Teacher said balance on one foot in gym class. And he's like,
wow.
How do you do that? You put your finger on your belly button and you can balance on one foot and do it every time. And it's easy. And he raised his hand and went, what if you don't have a belly button? The class went, no, belly button. And he goes, no, really? And lifted up his shirt. And he had it sewed shut as a kid.
Oh, wow.
What?
Yeah. So he technically had one, but it was hilarious that he also technically didn't have one.
Why do you have it sewed shut?
Something happened when he was a kid. They had to have some kind of a surgery. And in doing the surgery, they had to remove the belly button. They didn't cut around it. They just like got rid of it. And so they went boop and they just sewed it shut. So it was just flat. It's so weird to see someone like lift up their shirt and they have no belly button.
No, I have like 5 scars across my stomach. So
that sucks, Rob.
That's okay.
How you feeling? How you actually feeling though?
For the most part, fine. I can't sleep on my side, so I lay on my back. But for the most part, I'm okay. I can now start lifting like between 10 to 20 pounds. I have to ease into it. So.
Yeah. Did they do any mesh for you?
But yeah, I have 2.
2 mesh and 2 not mesh, eh?
Well, the 2, it's a large mesh to cover both because they're in kind of the same area. And then I have another mesh on the other side. So
how are your mesh feeling?
For the most part, I don't feel them anymore.
Okay.
Which is good.
Because I only had the 1. So it's obviously like a considerably smaller area than yours. And I can still feel it. Like enough that it was starting to hurt for a while. Yeah. And I was going to have them take it out. And then the pain just kind of went away. Like your body builds that like
scar tissue around it.
Yeah, like a lady with a tit implant. They build that scar tissue. So it was like that in my body. But it was like I'm asking because mine got really painful, and I was like, maybe I should get it out. So I'm glad that yours, don't hurt anymore.
Yeah.
For our next episode, we'll be talking about Brad's hip replacement surgery.
Yeah, there you go. Old man problems.
I might need surgery on my other knee.
Oh yeah.
Brad, a lot of people are asking, or Samo Productions specifically, hey Brad, we need a collection tour video.
Oh, that's so hard.
Dude, you can do that Jason Bourne style, man. Just go out there, take us through a journey through your collection, my friend.
Well, the problem is like a chunk of my collection is in boxes now because I can't fit it all. So a collection tour for me would be kind of boring. It'd be like, well, these are my McFarlane and Mezco and Mayfax. Like there's, I don't know, a lot of the really cool, interesting stuff, as some of that stuff is put away.
I know, me too, man. So, like the collection here is just like the I don't know, the window
Essential?
dressing. Yeah, and
The
it's
best
like,
Yeah.
of.
it's really sad that most of it's in the bins.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I swore up and down I was not going to be one of those guys that sticks all of his figures in the bins and stuff like that. And then I had those little boxes from World's Finest Collection, right? And I'm not going to display these Arkham figures. I guess I'll just stick them in a box. And I was like, well, I'm not going to display these animated Justice League figures anymore. I got to put them in this box. So before you knew it, I had all these little boxes, and then I had to go up and buy big tubs because, like, I've got large amounts of figures now, and these tubs just stored away. And like, I feel bad about it. Like, I could maybe sell some. And then the hoarder in me is like, no.
Yeah.
Mine.
It's hard, man. Especially with the DC stuff. Like right now, I got like 2 Simon Baz figures behind me, the DC Direct and the McFarlane one. I'm like, I gotta get rid of one or put one away to make room for something original, right?
Yeah.
It's like you start doing that, you're like, well, I don't want to get rid of my DC Direct one though. Like, get rid of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, it goes in the bin. Yeah.
It goes in the bin.
Yeah, I've got a bin of nothing but new 52. I don't display them.
All my 52s up displayed back behind me.
Yeah. Do you have the whole set?
No, of course not.
I used to have almost the whole set, and I've taken some apart and pilfered them for parts, like Green Arrow. I ripped him to pieces, and a couple of them anyway. Like 6 or 7.
This side,
painful.
Right here, I redid my shelving unit because I have a new one over here.
Oh, yeah.
And so my Hot Toys is where my finger is.
Mm-hmm. I see that. Did you chaps see that Alex Ross style Superman figure?
I did. And that's what I'm saying. Like, if they did a Batman on that Crisis body in the Justice style, that would be amazing.
It's a big one. It's a bigger one. It's a bigger one. It's not like a 7-inch scale one.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about the custom.
No. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. I saw that one too. Yeah, beautiful work.
Yeah.
No, but there's like, okay, so it's an Alex Ross style. I'm gonna, while we're talking, look it up, and you guys can bring it on the screen if you want to. It's beautiful.
Is it by
shoot? I stumbled over it one night, dude. Literally.
When I was looking through one, the 6-inch one, Brad.
I don't think it's 6. Okay, there's 2 new ones coming out. There's National Defender.
Oh, right. That's the
Dark Knight Returns style Superman, right?
Is it by that one guy that does all those huge customs? Like, he did that Asbats and stuff. Let me see.
I don't know.
It's not this one, is it, Brad?
No,
not that one. That's a Kingdom Come Superman. The other one, sorry, is
just Alex Ross.
It's an Alex Ross Justice Superman. Okay, so it's not there. Let me just, while we're talking, I'll dip into my Instagram. It's totally worth bringing up for the viewers who don't know, like if they haven't seen it. It's a gorgeous looking figure. I don't usually want to buy figures in that scale, and I'm absolutely going to try to buy it.
Speaking of figures that I bought recently, I did purchase the Protector of Metropolis. I'm just waiting for it to show.
Oh, is that the Clark Kent?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm working on the review right now for that. It's
okay.
Okay, right here.
Look at that.
It's a gorgeous figure.
Yeah.
There are a few things. I guess I'll give you guys a few spoilers. Just a few spoilers.
Please.
Not huge ones. Some people, I feel like there's probably going to be some people who bought this figure hoping that they could use the Superman head sculpt for custom. It's a little bit tricky because the head sculpt is painted like it's immaculate. It's crazy. However, the skin tone is not close to like.
Well, how does it scale with a Mezco?
Pardon?
How does it scale with a Mezco?
The Mezco is just it's like a half a head shorter ish.
Okay.
Like it's like that much shorter.
The body looks more proportionate though.
The body's better.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that, Ahsoka?
Is it more of a 7-inch scale figure, Brad? Like, it's a
6-inch scale, but it's top end. It's like top end 6-inch. Like you any bigger and you're getting out of 6-inch. The body proportions are fantastic. They're what Mezco should be doing.
Yeah.
Did you know how Mezco is like, we're gonna make the body muscular and a little stubby and the neck fat, and then the head big and bulbous. Yeah, this is what Mezco could have.
Flash it for us again, Brad. Like,
yeah.
Let's take a look at that.
Okay, I'm gonna lift it up. I'm trying to have the newspaper there because that's where I want to take my pictures of him. Okay, let's.
That's beautiful.
Oh man, that's great, dude. It's like modern too. You know?
I'm like trying to figure out like how am I going to display it, like with the trench coat with that or open shirt.
Open shirt, not.
I feel like I do the open shirt almost.
So it comes with, which is weird. I guess I'm giving spoilers, but I'll say it anyway. There's a few things about this figure. It comes also with like a secondary hat, right?
Yeah.
Just like a hat by itself. And on the inside, you've got, see that like nubbly thing?
Yeah. What is that?
So that would usually be used to when they stick that, they put some glue on it and then stick it on the head of the Clark Kent that, that doesn't have any hair, right? To hold it in place. It's like, why did you send this? Because it doesn't actually, right? The stub gets in the way and you can't put the hat on Soups. So that's kind of weird. So I'm curious, guys. Rob, you're getting him, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't he come with one that's the hat's already on the head?
Yes.
Though, right?
Yeah, one with the hat on.
So do you think that one's just for holding?
It might be, but like, why would they make it so he can't wear the hat too? I mean, that's just like, I don't know. So I'm just curious.
I wonder if it was tooled that way originally for a different head or something,
Well, I'm just wondering, did I get a mess up? Like, did they accidentally give me a wrong hat? Right? Like, so when you get yours, I'll know, depending on what you get.
I'm sure, though, that I've seen other reviews talk about that. Yeah.
Okay. So I guess it
because they couldn't put it on.
Intuitively speaking, it's there just for holding then.
Yeah, they couldn't put it on the heads either.
Okay. So intuitively speaking, you would want to keep this rounded and just have it to pop on his head just for funsies. If that's there, it's not really intuitive because most people are going to go, "Oh, I got an extra hat," and you put it, it doesn't fit, right? So it's just not intuitive. But it's fantastic. It's there are a few other weird things like you get. Okay, so Clark comes hard. No, Clark comes. Sorry.
I love that pause, Brad. I know that was intentional, but it's beautiful.
So Clark is wearing his white shirt, right? The tie. And spoiler, that friggin' tie is actually tied.
Yeah.
Oh.
I can't even tie a tie in real life, let alone like somebody had to tie that tiny ass tie. Because you take it off and put it on
little hands,
and you pull on the thing and it opens and you push it up and it tightens. Like it's a real ass miniature tie. You could give it to like Stuart Little and he could wear it. But is the other thing. So he comes wearing a blue shirt, right, with the S on.
Yeah, a full length, long sleeve.
What is that? A onesie?
It's like it comes with this as well, and it's like I just wonder, like, why does he? You know what I mean? Like
nobody really knows.
The only thing I can think of, like I surmised during the video, was maybe if you wanted something a little bit different than that shade, because the shade of blue is different on the one that he's wearing, and the S on this is also more vibrant. So it's like maybe you just prefer this, like it's an option.
And I was wondering, could that be like if you have like a suitcase and that's like folded? So
suitcase
like,
doesn't open. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay. I checked. I really wanted that suitcase to open.
Maybe it was like tucked in like as like a prop.
So it comes with a hat that you can't wear.
Yeah.
A little Superman. It's not even something you could put on him. That little shirt. Right?
Well, you probably could. He's got the crotches hanging down, so you could technically put it on him.
Oh, so it's like stretchy. Okay.
Right. Now here's where they kind of shit the bed a little bit on this figure. And it's not really like a complaint, but they missed an opportunity. What they could have done with this Superman figure is underneath his pants. I'll just show you. Let's see.
Oh, the socks.
Okay, see the socks? See that? All right, it's a separate piece. Right? See the little line there, the crack?
Yeah.
Okay. What they could have done, this is the missed opportunity, and you're going to go, oh, fuck, yeah, you're right. They could have actually shipped this with a full blue bodysuit with the trunks, right? And a belt, like a thin belt, and packed in a pair of boots and a cape. So you could actually also just transform him completely into Superman. And you pull the legs off at the socks, pop the super booties on, put the cape on, and you've got an actual Superman too. Like that would have made this, like, in my opinion, the ultimate cloth goods 1/12 scale Superman figure.
And has this
You
company
missed the
done
opportunity.
a Superman figure?
Pardon?
Have they done a Superman figure? This company that made this guy?
Muff Toys.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think so
Who
either.
wants to Google? I'll Google it. I'll Google it.
And Brad, are you that was it Oven NB Custom that did the, because he does 1/6 scale figures.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna look now. I got sidetracked. Thanks, ADD. Good stuff.
Because he has like a Dark Knight collection, but not. I don't see the. He's also the one that did the Asbats in 1/6 scale.
What the heck? Why is it not? Why is it not saved? I save all kinds of pictures. Why not saved? Did I just totally crap the? I save everything I like on here. So if I didn't save that picture, then I'm a friggin' idiot. Did I send it to you guys in a chat?
I don't think so.
Did maybe I do that? I'm pretty sure I took a picture of it. There's no picture. Okay. Oh yeah, I did. Okay. Go to FateGate, and SSR makes it.
What is it?
Oh.
FateGate on Instagram.
Oh.
For a second there, I just thought, what the heck? How did I not? Ooh, brain was working.
Is this official or is it a third party, Brad?
It's SSR, so I'm assuming that it's not. Oh yeah, the name also gives it away that it's not official too.
Oh, give it to me one more time. It's FateGate.
That's the Instagram account that was on FateGate. So not one word. Fate space gate.
Ah.
You finding it, lad?
I'm not.
Really? Maybe that. Can you find FateGate?
FATE?
Yeah.
Like fate?
Like this is. It's all a twist of fate.
I was gonna say there's no fate for what you make for yourself. I know, like fate _gate.
No, that's weird. It's SSR. SSR.
Oh wait a sec.
I'm gonna friggin' look it up.
Oh wait, here we go. I think I found it. Oh yeah, I think this is it.
Okay, here it is.
Maybe. Yeah, go ahead and share your screen, bro.
Hold on, let me just. My computer did something weird, and it's like, guess what? You're using Google, but you're not really using Google.
I can share my screen. I think I found.
Yeah, go ahead.
I found SSR. Anyways.
Justice Savior. It's called Justice Savior.
On this page?
Let's see. Go through it and see if you can find Justice Savior. Now that's the new 52.
Pretty cool.
No, that's not it. Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's not it.
Yeah, that's kind of awesome.
Gorgeous,
That does look awesome.
And that's not it. That's not it. Okay, you'll have to. Okay, Google SSR Justice Savior, and they'll come up. The pictures will come up because I just Googled it on my phone.
SSR.
You should be able to see it that way. These small, like bootleggy knockoff, unofficial companies.
Oh yeah, here it is.
They do like insane work, and I just find myself thinking, like, why can't we get some of that license? There it is.
Dude, right? It's like, remember bootlegs when we were younger? What they were like?
And Trashola.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Let's find some of the bigger pictures.
These guys are like making them by hand and stuff. So
yeah, I just like, look at that face. Like I can't believe like when I buy a painted head sculpt from China or whatever, like they're way differently painted than anyone
That's pretty nice, dude.
I will say that I really like this head, but to be honest, I am not a fan of Alex Ross's Superman head. I think he looks too old, and I like more of a John Byrne, like Dan Jurgens youthful Superman.
But this looks different gorgeous. Enough. Yeah, this looks great.
You know why I like the Alex Ross, because I just like, I compartmentalize it as its own thing. The reason why I like the Alex Ross universe is how he draws like all of them. It's because they're drawn and painted, at least in my mind, the way that if Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman were taken seriously back in the 40s, would have been painted, right? Like, so I imagine them. Who's that guy? Did the Saturday Evening Post, and he's like really famous. Did all those really classic covers.
Norm Rockwell.
Yeah. So I imagine, to me, Alex Ross's DC artwork is like in line with Norman Rockwell, and so it's like he tries to have like, this is a realistic view of what people in the 50s would have imagined Superman to look like, right? And Batman and all these characters. So I like it. I like the style.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, $155 is a good price for this stuff.
It is.
That's 1/6.
This is museum quality collectibles right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to sign up for that one.
Yeah.
A $25 deposit.
Yep.
So
the key is finding a place that you can trust.
Oh wow, look at that.
That's the far to the right. I knew you were talking about that one.
I knew exactly what to click on there.
Yeah, we knew.
Look at those.
That's fantastic, isn't it?
The Hush one looked good too.
Now, if only we could get SSR to do
$300 for this one, though.
To do major characters like this, but in 1/12 to 1/10 scale, right? That'd be perfect.
What's a Hush one look like?
Where's the Hush one now?
In the middle. I remember when that came out.
Nice, dude. Nice.
Yeah. There's a reason why it's $1,000. I think it's
why is it $1,000?
Yeah, but I think part of the reason, I don't think it started at that, if I remember correctly. It's because it's hard to get your hands on now, right?
Yeah.
Like, this isn't the Hush one's not nearly as new as what's coming out.
That's like these custom guys that do like the heads for Hot Toys and stuff, and I get it that it takes a lot of time and effort, but when the head costs more than the figure, I'm like, I don't know.
I'll still do it. Okay, see that head on that body?
Yeah.
Okay, I had the 1/12 scale version or 1/10 scale of that head, and it was great. I loved it. It was I can't understand how these people paint these, and you can't even see the brush strokes. Like,
I like that S.
It's next level, right?
I like the S too. It reminds me of a little Christopher Reeve-esque.
So that head sculpt was intended to be Dark Knight Returns.
Okay.
The only thing I didn't like about
really cool too.
I gave the head away because the skin tone, for some reason, when they come out of Asia, the skin tones, I think it's because they match them probably to their own skin color or something like that.
Yeah, let's look at that.
You have been known to give the head away. That's pretty dope.
I'm like coming in for a closer look.
look at Rob.
I'm not a fan of the hair, but the figure itself looks great.
Yeah, I love the shininess of that.
Yeah. I think the hair works for New 52 though. Because for most of it, he didn't have any kind of spit curl.
That's what Corn Sweat should have looked like.
I was about to say, look, Corn Sweat suit is totally inspired by the New 52. Like this.
Yeah, it should have just been the New 52 suit.
The suit's grown on me quite a bit, though, I gotta say.
I don't know.
All right.
It doesn't look like something he's gonna wear underneath clothes. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, well, listen, Henry Cavill's one didn't look like that either. You know what I mean?
Although he technically could have, because it was skin tight. Like
that's true. It was skin tight, but you bump into him, was like, whoa, what's that, dude? Like, you know.
My question was,
so there's the Justice Batman and then the Justice Superman, and they're both what?
155
for both.
No, 155 each.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Pardon me.
Yeah, they're each 155. Yeah.
I think Batman's for sure. Yes. I don't know. 155.
Yeah.
Is
Not bad,
that
dude.
1,000?
No, $155.
No, $155.
Okay.
Yeah.
$25 deposit.
That's cheaper than a Hot Toys.
It is. I mean, for me for 12-inch, I stick to the movie stuff because I don't want to go down that comic book rabbit hole of 12
Well, I
inch.
have a Green Lantern one.
So yeah, you're fine, dude. All right,
but
boys.
That Batman, like, that's tough to beat. I mean,
Salivating over there, Rob. Look at you.
I
You look
am.
like you're in love, dude. You know?
I am.
He's got a figure boner.
He really does, dude. Relax, buddy.
But like the
Family-friendly
Superman
show.
one looks really good too. I like how they did the S.
You might do both then, buddy.
I mean, hell, I mean that's only $100 more than one figure.
Yeah.
That's the only 1/6 scale Superman I've ever really wanted. Like really wanted.
I mean, my Cavill's pretty sweet, but
What's this?
He don't look like that.
Sorry, I just clicked on that.
Emo Batman.
All right, that was a good segment there, Brad. Great stuff, dude. Look at you, Sarah. Here, let me throw this link in the chat.
The problem is I don't photograph my Hot Toys because like I feel like it's too big.
Dude, you should totally photograph your Hot Toys. You should photograph anything, Rob. You're amazing. You know,
you're good at what you do, pal.
Yes. All right, guys. Before we get into any more topics, a little bit of a somber note here. Let me go ahead and share this tab. So, recently we learned of a passing of a member of the action figure community.
Yeah, one of our own.
Beta Ray Mike. I didn't know him very well at all, but he was one of the admins on the DC Prime Collective with our good friend John. And just want to take a moment and acknowledge Beta Ray Mike. I know a lot of you in the chat were familiar with his work. Rob, you collaborated with him a little bit. You want to speak to that?
Yeah, I mean, he was a stand-up dude. We always got along. I loved looking at his photos. He always did great work. He asked me to collab with him and like the Goon Squad. So shout out to the Goon Squad. Yeah, it's really sad. I knew he was sick for a while, but this news just hit. So prayers and thoughts to the family and to everyone who knew him. So a great dude.
Well, it's always, I mean, I will say the one nice thing about social media is that we get to have a community like this. We get to know other collectors and see their work, and you did some beautiful photography. So, obviously a talented guy.
I always knew like his style just because of like, he loved the color, like the purples and the blues and stuff. And that Superman shot that you have right there, that was like, I think Mezco even had that on one of their showcases.
Yeah, beautiful shot. All right, well, rest in peace, Beta Ray Mike. There it is, guys.
The more that I look at those Mezco Supermans, the 1978 ones, I'm like, I should have got it.
Dude, I had the 78 one. I sold it. I kind of want to just get it back for comparison purposes. But it was dinky, man. It was a dinky little guy. Like this right there. That is a perfect example of the dinkiness of this figure. You know?
The actual one, John Byrne style Superman's better, but that one just looks kind of cool.
Beta Ray did a great job taking this picture. Is dope right here.
Yeah. The uplighting's really cool.
All right, guys. Well, let's move on from there. So, I don't know where to go from there, guys. You know what I mean? But let's get before we get into the McFarlane toy stuff, a little bit of DC news. Jason Momoa has been cast as Lobo in the most
nobody saw that one coming, right?
Yeah, the most uninspired casting ever. I'm gonna say right away, Brad. I loved him as Aquaman. I thought he was amazing. I know he didn't look the part. He wasn't a traditional Aquaman. I loved him as Aquaman. It was something different. Yeah. But I thought it was great. So that's my opinion. He'll be a great Lobo, but come on, dude. That's my thoughts.
I see this as him being casted as Lobo is the equivalent of Ryan Reynolds being casted as Deadpool. It's one of those castings that's like it should have always been, and like should anybody else really be in the role of Lobo? He looks the part. He's jacked. He can do the voice like perfect for what you would imagine for Lobo. Like essentially, all he has to do is just like he did with Aquaman, just act like himself.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, he was acting more like Lobo in the last Aquaman at some points than he was acting like Aquaman
with the motorcycle, on the dunes.
Yeah.
You better be all white though. Like they better not wuss out and like, you know, well, we don't want to make him look all white because I don't look cheesy. Like go all the way, right? Make him all like white as a sheet. Give him his friggin' sleeveless leather jacket and the big chains and stuff.
Yeah,
because you'd figure that's a character. Like some people are like, well, the superhero characters, they don't translate well into movies because their costumes, they're really hard to pull off in real world styling. But a character like Lobo, he just dresses like a 80s and 90s like hardcore metalhead with like really white skin and like, you know, messy, dready black hair. So like hopefully they don't wuss out and they just give us like a really good pure Lobo.
Rob, what do you think, buddy?
Yeah, I mean, you guys nailed it. I think, you know, he's going to be perfect.
Would you, as our resident Aquaman fanatic, would you want a more traditional looking Aquaman in the
for this time go around? Yes. Since we had, I thought, like, I agree with you, Ahsoka. I thought he did a phenomenal job as Aquaman. Like someone even like, who it was Justin Hartley, right? That did the pilot. Someone like that, like, yeah.
Oh, yeah. The guy who is that? The guy who is Aquaman in Smallville?
No, he was Green Arrow.
He was Green Arrow, but he did the pilot for Aquaman.
You're thinking about Reacher. He was Aquaman.
He would be a good Batman, but I feel like he aged out. Like he's too old.
Is he? Is he old? The last thing
he was like in his 40s.
Yeah.
See, I don't mind my. Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Especially if like everyone else is young,
looking like dad's age, right?
Like dad's age.
Right, but like if you want these movies to like go on for a couple of years, then you want someone young.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Yeah, for real.
Rob, can you hear me, guys?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I froze for a sec. All right, there we go.
Have I digitally paused that off?
For me, Brad froze once or twice so far.
Did I? Well, that sucks.
But nothing we haven't gotten past though. All right, boys. So let's get into the meat of the show. The McFarlane Toys reveals. So first off, we're going to go into the reveals from the live stream that my boys were on right before the holidays, where they announced a bunch of new things. Great job on that live stream, by the way, Bradley and Rob.
Yeah.
And so here are the things that were revealed on the live stream. Of course, we're on the legendary Toy Shiz's channel. I always give him a follow. I'm sure most of you are, but he's amazing. Let's start off with Power Girl.
Yeah.
And Streaky. And this is a funny GIF right there.
That pretty much sums it up, though.
Yeah.
Al's a little too excited, if you ask me. This I need.
Yeah, I mean,
Al.
I think they didn't shy away from the female anatomy, which it's good to see. Sometimes I feel like Marvel has done that, but
I think it's accurate. I think it looks great.
Yeah. If anything, she could be bustier, but I think the proportions are good.
Well, you know
how do you feel about the legs? Do you think the legs are still a little too long?
You changed that topic fast. I was going to comment on her boobies too. And
let's change the topic quickly.
You don't get to do that. You don't get to skip past that fast. I was going to comment on
Brad, let's talk about the big shoulder thing. I loved your Shazam review recently.
No, I want to talk about her boobies. Why are we skipping over the boobies he mentioned? I have thoughts about the. Now you make me sound like a perv. Okay. Well, now I don't want to tell you.
But what do you think about the figure?
I think the boobies are an okay size, actually.
Yeah.
And I think we're seeing it from the front. Like I think they're reasonable for like the character.
Yeah.
Not because I want to touch them or anything. Like I'm not like weird. I just mean like, because some artists have depicted them like bulbously like huge, and currently they're about that size. So I think they're okay. All right. Now we can move on.
What about streaky guys?
The streaky looks great. I'm a streaky kind of guy.
Streaky, I'm excited to get streaky for sure.
I'm sure you are.
Wait, go back.
Look,
in my undies.
Go back. No, the other way.
Other way.
Oh, you scared me. I'm sorry.
Okay, so like go back.
There you go.
The medallion class thing is how they should have done Shazam.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so I watched a couple of reviews on that, like after I put mine up. You would be surprised out of all the reviews I watched, but there really wasn't that many. But how many people had no bloody idea what it was? They were like, oh, he comes with this like necklace thing. And I'm looking at the TV and I'm saying out loud from my bed, I'm like, it's not a necklace. Don't you know which is it? It's a clasp. It's always there. He's had one for like,
to be fair, it's like, you call that a clasp? Like it looks like a necklace, right? The way they package
the way they did it.
It's been depicted as holding his cape on.
Right.
From some artists, and others have it so it's just beside his cape, but it's definitely not. It's to hold his cape on. It's not a necklace.
But sometimes you have two clasps, right? On
only on the New 52, and DC Rebirth, when they kind of kept the old look, they had the two there. But for most of his history, he only had the one.
Yeah,
just like that. Yeah,
fair.
And you're right, Rob. They probably should have done it like that, like for sure. Having that as an accessory is kind of weird.
It moves too much. But go back to the Power Girl because there's other figures in that.
He wants to look at her boobs again.
No, like click through. Like there.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. There's Captain Cold, which is using.
So Captain Cold is reusing the other Captain Cold from the Page Punchers, but
the base
is doing though. Yeah.
But this is like a home run. They like did this perfectly. That's a great reuse. I love the cold gun.
Yep.
The face plates, I think, will work really well. This one's like a definite pickup for me.
And I'm loving the collector editions now that they're finally doing the multiple heads, the hands, the weapons.
Yeah.
You know, really giving us like, look at this guy, dude.
Yeah.
Puffed up Guy Gardner. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous,
now,
I say.
I wish he was like the jacket was a little trimmer, like more modern, but like I'm fine with this.
Yeah. You know what's cool? He comes with a interchangeable bowl cut.
Yeah. And if you haven't noticed, like the lantern is not translucent.
I think it is.
It looks like.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay.
I absolutely think
then they painted the lantern part, like
in the middle. Yeah, they've done that before. They've done that, I think, once before. They've done that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you get a bowl cut hair and regular.
You get
hair?
an interchangeable bowl cut. How cool is that?
So, do you think that the platinum is going to be Warrior, or do you think it's going to be?
Hope not.
Power Ring, not Power Ring.
The yellow lantern of him.
Red
Wasn't
Lantern?
there another version of him with like
he just
that?
had the G on his chest?
That's the one. Yes.
G, and he got Sinestro's ring or something like that for a while.
Oh.
Yeah.
Back in the 90s.
And then, what about Power Girl? What do you think her one is going to be?
That's hard to say.
Good question.
Do you think they could do Supergirl, like Superwoman?
Yeah, they could.
You know what they might do? They might do the classic one where she just had a low cut top for a while there, like a different classic version. Might do that. Or they might do the New 52 version.
And then Captain Cold, I would imagine that these are usually just color variants with like one or two things changed.
Yeah.
So is there a different version of Captain Cold that I'm not aware of? Or could it be a different character completely?
Okay, Captain Cold was, I believe, he was different in the New 52.
True.
But I don't know if you could use those parts for the New 52 Captain. That being said, I mean, they did make the New 52 Huntress, right? And they used a lot of inaccurate parts from the Catwoman.
I need to plug in.
I will be right back. Okay.
There he goes. Yeah, I think these all look great.
Did anybody answer in the chat about how to get rid of the super glue?
I wasn't paying attention to that specifically, but I don't think so. Let's see. No, I don't think so.
Because I've got to use the super glue. I've got to have something that will take the glue off, but not wreck the fabric.
Could be Icicle, another Flash villain as the Platinum. That's a good call out.
He had 2 cold-based villains.
That's right, Icicle. Yeah.
That's a bit of overkill. Bit of overkill right there.
Al said, "Getting rid of the super glue, a time machine."
Oh man, well, yes, that's true. But
all right, let's go on to the next one. Michael Keaton once again, but this time with things to hold up his cape.
Gigantic police batons or whatever.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. Obviously, I'll be picking this up as I'm a Keaton fanatic, but I wish they would do a 2.0 of Keaton, like fixing the head, the neck. Like he's out a little too buff. I don't know. I feel like they got.
I like him that buff because otherwise he'll look disproportionate. Like I didn't like the NECA one. He looked like a skinny weasel.
The NECA one was awkward. He looked like his cowl was too heavy for his body, and he was like flipping over.
But if you put the cowl with that body, it's perfect.
Yeah, at least the cowl would be nice if they could do a new version. But this is great. I mean, you know,
I'm not sure if I'm going to pick it up because I've already got 2, right? I got the one that came with the the Batmobile.
But the one has like green legs.
Pardon? This one comes with the
the one has green legs. Like if it's like a tint of green.
Oh yeah,
to the black.
That's right.
That is a thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't pass this up. Look at that.
I guess I'll get him. Yeah, it's Keaton.
Yeah, and then I think too. This is the gold. That's really gold belt. No, this one's been out before.
Gold belt with the yellow symbol, which is accurate to the movie.
That's accurate. Yeah.
The gold with the gold was never accurate.
That's right. Okay. Then we also have Panther suit. Is this one called Panther suit, or are we talking about is Kilmer's only?
No, this is just the begin suit.
No, but do we call this one a panther, like a panther head or something?
Panther suit,
right?
Okay. I don't know if it's accurate, but I'm just saying I've heard people call it that. So you wouldn't be out in left field.
This is definitely the better suit compared to the other one.
I prefer this suit too. Like I'm definitely picking this one up.
Yeah,
I prefer the Dark Knight suit. So that's my opinion, though. I will still be picking this up.
Now, how do you feel? Do you think that McFarlane should have done the Rises suit with like the two-tone look?
I think it wouldn't have hurt. You know, I don't know if
it was two-toned in the movie, wasn't it? So
yeah,
it would have been accurate if he did it that way. And I'm all for accuracy if we can get it.
Yeah, but this is great.
Sure.
And I love we're still getting movie figures that it doesn't have to be like a wave of them. You know,
totally want a Rachel figure. Need that Katie.
So, and will it be a Katie Holmes and a Platinum? Katie Holmes is Maggie Gyllenhaal.
You could call her a fuck ass.
What?
Oh, you guys haven't seen it? She's in that movie with her brother Jake, Donnie Darko, and they're sitting at the table, and he went, "You're such a fuck ass," and she said, "Did you just call me a fuck ass? You never saw Donnie Darko?"
No.
Sorry, Brad.
Okay, you're missing a great movie. You should watch Donnie Darko, and then you'll know what I'm talking about.
I apologize for not having that reference, but I'll go watch it.
I do realize how crazy that must sound if you haven't seen the movie.
It did sound a little random.
Yeah, no. So, if you watch the movie, you'll get it.
The big thing about this is that when they first showed the idea, the concept, it was on the Action 1000 body. But here it's on the Crisis body.
Yeah, they fixed their mistake.
This is awesome.
It's the perfect body for Fleischer Studio Superman because it's not super defined and it's big.
Yeah,
it's great. It looks fantastic. I love it.
And they didn't have to paint the belt.
Nope.
Oh yeah.
Do you think that they'll do? Do you think possibly that they'll do a platinum of this?
Sorry. I just read Al's comment. Have Katie come with a copy of Dianetics with an E
and an E meter.
That's good, Al. Oh gosh.
What were
A
you
lot of
saying
people,
about this figure?
I was gonna say, a lot of people are asking Josh, or a few people asked Josh when he's gonna come back to doing more videos. We miss you, Josh. We miss your videos. I know you're working on your comic book, but you're beloved, buddy, and we miss you. We gotta have you on the stream soon. At least we can see your face. You know?
Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry, but no, I love this. You know how I feel about Superman figures, boys. I feel about Superman the way Rob feels about Katie Holmes, apparently.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it's a great figure. Hopefully they do a gold label or a platinum of it, and do something else cool with it, maybe. And it's a good base body.
Yeah.
All right. So that's. Have you seen? Yeah, we already talked about Mr. Terrific.
Okay. I mean, they discussed the masks.
Oh yeah, we'll skip over.
Oh
that.
yeah.
We got a few minutes left. We'll get back to that.
I couldn't get into the masks. They're cool looking and all, but
I know even my '89 one, I canceled it just because for space. Like I was like, man, I'm just running out of space here.
Yeah.
You know.
Eventually, you start feeling like the walls are closing in on you because I have so much.
Dude, it's just too much. It's too much.
Yeah.
Not too many new McFarlane.
The exclusives.
Oh yeah, are they on
the freeze?
Site?
No, it's not even on there.
Where are they then? Maybe fucking torches.
If you go to Entertainment Earth and GameStop.
Really, I've seen them on McFarlane's maybe not their page, but they're like their newsfeed thing, right?
Page. Oh, and there's that Superman statue too, and the.
Didn't we talk about that? No.
Did we?
Yes. I don't remember.
I don't know. What do you guys think about the Todd's mods things?
You know, it's an interesting take.
Todd's mods.
They're more like statues.
Yeah. All right. Well, here's Mr. Freeze. And I dig this. I'm probably gonna skip it for now, just because of space and whatnot. But I mean, this is even accurate to the movie, right? There's that scene.
Yeah. I think this is phenomenal, and I wish I would have picked it up because now it's sold out. The only thing that is throwing me off is the head. Like I feel like the head on the original was better, but I think this suit's better painted, and it's got more blue than the original Build-A-Figure did.
The only thing I'm not keen on is the bonnet.
Yeah.
Like how they painted,
it's
I
not
can't remember
clear
if it's
plastic
or not. Yeah, like I don't like the fact they just painted it light blue, but
I wonder if you could just pop like the original head on that one and just.
I'm sure you could,
maybe.
But then you lose the glow in the darky.
But how often do we use the glow in the dark thing? To be fair, right?
Yeah.
I mean, when I turn off the lights and I leave, they're glowing.
I will say this:
you're not there to enjoy it.
The glow in the dark.
Well, I know they're glowing in the dark, Brad.
So put them in your bedroom on your dresser. When you turn your lights out, all your glowing.
My wife won't let me do that anymore. All right.
I put a big Superman on my door. She said no, and I said just for a little while, and then she said okay, and then it's still on the door.
Yeah, my wife doesn't fall for that. She's like, she lets me build my Legos in the living room while I'm building them, but with the understanding of once they're built,
they're gone. They're out of there,
which is fair.
What I was going to say.
What were you gonna say, Rob? What were you gonna say?
Is that I think that all of McFarlane's glow in the darks have been better than the originals for the most part.
Ooh, that's a bold statement. You mean like the Parallax that look more like Parallax than the
and the glow in the dark Swamp Thing, the glow in the dark John Stewart, the glow in the dark
who?
Zuranar. That one's better. It's brighter.
Yeah. And to your point, I in my main DC character display for McFarlane, the good guys, I actually display the Batman Zaranar, the Swamp Thing, and the John Stewart that were glow in the dark. I prefer them. So I mean, you're absolutely right. The glow in the dark ones tend to be fire. These, on the other hand, my mother said if I can't say something nice, don't say anything at
Oh,
all.
but it's a frozen. It's like an ice sculpture. It's
I've
like
never
you're
never liked it. It's too gimmicky for me. I mean,
bro, if you're at a fancy party, you would see an ice sculpture like this. That's what this
Like you
no
put
one's gonna
this in a
invite me to a
drink,
fancy party.
and then you drink.
Yeah, dude,
you
just chisel off a piece and it falls into your cup.
Yeah, like you put that in a cup and you drink, and you're like, look how bougie I look. Look at my ice cube.
You know what? The kind of parties that I go to, we'd all be like, he would be half drunk, and we'd be racing over to the Batman.
Brad, we can't talk about those parties, Brad. Remember,
so the first one is either
going
to chip off his horn or they're going to chip off his wang, his like bulge into their cup. Like, ha ha! I got his junk.
Listen, it's George Clooney. It's Batman. Yeah, I didn't order it yet, but I might.
Are you actually going to order it? You think so?
Probably not. Honestly, no.
I mean,
I'm trying to cut down in 2025. I'll be honest with you. I say that now, though. It's only day 9. So last year I was supposed to cut down, and I ended up with the jazzing Batwing. So you know how that went.
Yeah, fail or win,
fail.
depending how you look at it.
Yeah, you know,
right?
Retirement-wise, fail.
This year.
You know,
the paint job brings out his nipples. Just gonna say it.
That's true. It really does. Let's see. What else do we got, guys? Let's see what else we got.
It's a beautiful figure, though, I will say.
See, I'm not into any of the ice ones, so it's not that one in particular. I'm just not into the gimmick.
I think if they would have brought out Batman and Robin, I think I would have done it for sure.
You would have like punching the pre-order, eh?
Yeah, I think because now are they going to, or I have to wait? I don't know.
You never know. Like he kind of comes out of left field with what ones he's gonna gimmickize, right?
Yeah.
This one's the pewter or whatever stat, like the metal.
Yeah.
One,
this is like they had the pewter one, then they had the Jokerized. Now it's like the frozen.
Yeah.
What's going to be next?
Yeah. So it's a good question because you never know what they're gonna do with that.
Al sent me this. I had to share.
Yeah.
What is that? The Diddler.
Horrible, guys. Horrible, Al. That's terrible, but it's hilarious.
Apparently Diddy is getting annoyed because Luigi is more popular than him in prison.
Man,
do with that what you will. I'm just putting that.
2025, guys. I mean, that was all 2024, but still, it's seeping in. All right, guys, we got to wrap this up.
Is off to a bang
soon. But before we do, Rob and Brad, I want to hear, and everyone in the audience, in the chat. So obviously, McFarlane Toys already has their 2025 figures in the pipeline. So this might be more. But give me two figures you would like to see in 2025, or 2 wish list figures in general you would like to see.
Rob, tag, you're it.
Monarch for sure.
I've already seen that on leaks.
Oh, well, then happy birthday to me. I don't know.
Wow. Look at that. Very smug. He's like, well.
I'd like to see a Black Canary.
Yeah.
An Extent.
Oh.
Like, I would like to see an Extent.
That's a deep cut for McFarlane to take.
Deep cut, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, give me anything that's
0 hour
and 0 hour. I'm in for it.
So I can't really mention, I guess, Black Canary because she obviously on the list, but okay. So you mentioned her, so I'll leave her out. I want to see Zatanna.
Yeah.
In the classic magician / stripper suit. I don't know how to describe it. It's got the fishnets.
Do you want the fishnets to be like how Mattel, or was it DC Direct?
Mattel did fishnets and they were kind of baggy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. That'll be challenged because if they put the fabric on there, they got to make sure the fabric is really tight, which means the fishnets have to be really small to begin with. Because when you stretch them out, right, they'd be huge otherwise. And if you paint them on, I mean, the track record of those kind of details from McFarlane Toys is not always the greatest because I'm sure the people that are painting them don't always have them in their hands for very long. So painting fishnets would be, I'm sure they'd be stamped on, but I mean, I don't know. Now you got me scared of thinking about them even making it. It's like, oh man.
Maybe they just don't do the fishnets altogether.
Yeah, but CC Direct had actually cloth or like sewn on fishnets, and it's a really nice figure. I haven't even.
But they were boutique.
Yeah, I had that figure too, but the backside.
They are boutique.
is like kind of ugly because like it's all like a
It's fine.
line.
Yeah. But I would like to see in a perfect world, I would like to see Zatanna. And then I want to see. Oh, there's so many. I hate it when I got to narrow it down. I would like to see a redo of Red Tornado in his 80s suit.
Okay.
Rather than him having the clasps from Young Justice on the cape, I would rather have him just with the yellow thing that goes around his cape and it goes down. You got the T in it, but I want to see the 80s colors. So like, instead of gold, I want the yellow gloves and the yellow lines and the yellow on the boots, like bright yellow.
I think that's
something I really want.
That's a good choice. Great choice. For me, I'd say 2. I'd want a Godfall Superman. I've been asking for that for
yes,
with
the bike.
With the bike.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Then the other one,
Pretty
another
cool.
Superman. I'd want All-Star Superman in his white costume with the S with the sun, right when he fights Solaris, the tyrant sun.
Yeah.
At the end there, that white suit. I love that. Love that thing.
I would like just an all-star Superman that's buff with like a really short cape.
Yeah.
And then sorry, Brad.
No, go ahead. So no. Go ahead.
I would like to have a New 52 Superman in the jeans and t-shirt.
Yes.
That'd be awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the only figure I've thought about buying a custom of if they never make it. Because I love that look so much.
Yeah.
That farm
Not
boy
the white
look.
shirt, the blue shirt.
I want both. I want the blue shirt and the variant white.
See right there,
They
you can easily do like a platinum with that.
Yeah. And they'd do it.
They would give us the white and the blue would be the platinum.
But it's like I kind of want to see, and like people say it a lot, and people are like, oh, you keep saying it, but people keep saying it because it's true. Like we are sorely lacking in female characters to fill out.
Yeah.
Our collections are basically a sausage fest, right? I mean, there's more females being done, but like there's a lot that we don't have, right? Like Cheetah would be a fun character, and Mary Marvel would be an incredibly fun character to get, and Big Barda. Like there's a huge list of female characters that like I really, really hope that they decide, to make.
Yeah.
Because they know that collectors are buying them, right? If they still think the kids are buying them, then they're sorely mistaken.
Ooh, I love Josh's choices. I want a realistic 7-inch Phantasm and Grey Ghost. That'd be awesome.
Phantasm.
Oh, and it's a Clark Kent for sure, man. We got Christopher Reeve. We got mischievous Christopher Reeves. I don't think he's evil Superman. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Superman
After I watched your review, Ahsoka,
dude,
I went and watched
just have some fun.
I watched that whole scene.
Oh, dude, isn't it great?
You don't think that like Peanut flicking Superman at the bar is evil Superman, the figure?
No, he didn't hurt any. No. I'm saying he's not evil in the movie. Even like he's not really evil. He's just very mischievous.
Bad. I think he's bad, and they were afraid to depict him doing really bad things because you couldn't hate him because they had to bring the character back by the end. I think I don't know if he was evil. Evil's the wrong word, maybe, but he was definitely
like Bizarro, but not.
Pardon?
He's a little unhinged.
It was like their version of Bizarro.
He's like a dad. I'm like
Superman with no sense of. He had no decency anymore, right? Because remember, he banged what's her face,
Lorelai and Ambrosia. I think
something. Yeah. So he was like a Superman with no moral compass, is what he was.
And that was kind of messed up. And then when she sees him later, he's like, "That wasn't me. I'm sorry." It's like, wow, dude, just got out of that really easy.
Yeah.
Like,
what is the answer for how they even did that? Like, because it's like it's Superman's body. The kryptonite affects him, the fake kryptonite. He turns into that, and then he fights himself. So is that supposed to be all figurative that he's fighting himself? Because then there's an actual fight in the car dump in the
I think
and then he ends up killing himself.
Right. So like
I've never the brilliance really of the scene that. Because you don't know, right? You don't know if it's all in his head and he's fighting himself to exercise this evil Superman. You don't know if it's literally happening.
Right.
Like they're showing it literally, right? Because people are witnessing it, but you could take it both ways though.
I'm pretty sure they talked about it being Bizarro and it didn't happen, right? And then they wanted Bizarro, and then the guy from Quest for Peace happened, the Nuclear Man.
Yeah.
As far as I remember hearing, like, so that was like, I think their first attempt at doing a Bizarro.
All right, guys, I gotta go. But with that, great conversation. And finally, 2025, Happy New Year to all our friends in the chat, all the people who watch us and support us. We appreciate you. You guys continue to make this fun. I think this is our 3rd year of the DC Infinite Hour. Look at that, guys. 3 years. Going strong.
Also, just a quick service note is to make sure you photograph everything that you want as far as a collectible in case you do have a fire or something that your insurance can look on and have proof that you actually own. So comic books, posters, toys, whatever.
That was like a G.I. Joe tag at the end of the episode. Like, you know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Right there. Thank you, Rob. All right, guys. Happy New Year, my friends. Until next time on the DC Infinite Hour. Take care, guys.
Peace.